Paul Walker's death changed music history. 2001, The Fast and the Furious. It was a simple idea. Badass cars, good-looking people. The movie dove deep into the world of illegal racing, partying, and tuned-up cars, which is something that...
See how he said good-looking people? That means bald is beautiful, because Dominic Toronto, whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? He was bald, and he got called good-looking just now.
The beat for Act a Fool is an iconic piece of Fast and Furious history, proving how important beat selection is for artists. Luckily, today we have Beatopia, which is the first beat subscription website for rappers and singers. It's basically Netflix for beats. Beatopia has a massive catalog of instrumentals catering to multiple genres such as trap, Afro beats, and future pop. You can download 5 full MP.
I'm not even gonna lie, I was enjoying my apples and peanut butter so much that I zoned out of watching this, that I actually watched some of the ad. Shame on me.
How could they possibly top Fast 5? Well, they did 2 years later with Fast and Furious 6. $789 million in global box office revenue. More money.
I think I'm gonna become a movie producer because I feel like I'm very creative, you know? Like, who goes to say I can't make a story right now? Watch the story. Once upon a time, there was a guy, right? He's 14 years old. Some motherfucker came in the house, in the game of course. Did he ask the mother's neck? Did he ask the father? Did he even know who he is, and he escaped? Now that his goal in life is to get those clues that he saw his mother and father getting DDS and find and avenge his mother and father. Ooh, I just made a story that fast. You know what I'm saying? Oda, you literally just described Batman. Oh shit! I didn't even mean to do that. That's how you know I'm creative. I didn't even know Batman's story. See, I didn't even mean to do that though.
Unfortunately, just 2 months after Furious 7 began filming, we got the news that Paul Walker tragically passed away. Paul was attending a charity event for victims of Typhoon Haiyan. 3 years prior, he founded a nonprofit after a massive earthquake that destroyed Haiti to help the victims. Reach Out Worldwide was his philanthropic passion outside of cars and acting. I didn't mention this, Paul actually loved cars. It wasn't just for the movie.
So I think the whole speed car thing it's really in my blood.
After the event, his good friend, financial manager, and co-founder of the Row charity, Roger Rodas, was about to leave in a 2005 Porsche Carrera GT supercar. Paul said he wanted to take a ride with Roger because this car was his dream car.
My dream car is the Carrera GT.
Just a quick little lap around the block. Nothing crazy. Plus they were in an industrial park on the weekend. There are no other cars, pedestrians, or really anything in your way. Just a huge open road. They leave the parking lot, head down to the end of Constellation Road, make a right on Kelly Johnson Parkway, which has a speed limit of 45 miles per hour, and a long bend. Roger punches the gas up to 100 miles per hour, and the two feel the rush of a 605 horsepower supercar speeding through the crisp California air. After coming around the bend, Roger lost control of the vehicle, hit a telephone pole, splitting the car in half, then sending it into an inferno in which the two could not escape. How did this happen? Roger is a very experienced driver. However, there were multiple factors that led to the crash. Obviously, they were going very fast. The roads were just a little wet due to the rain on the day before, and on top of that, the car's tires had not been changed nor rotated for at least 2 years. The other thing to consider is that this car is a lightweight body, rear-wheel drive car with a ton of horsepower. Even experienced drivers make mistakes when operating powerful machines. His friends, family, business partners, and fans needed time to grieve. Paul was a humbled, honest, and real role model, which is rare when Hollywood is flooded with fakes and wannabes. He was a pure soul that resonated with millions of people all over the world. The filming of
shit. We're getting a little bit sad over here, aren't we? L driver, sorry I said it. Like, come on, bro. Like, why are you acting cool in that car speeding like that? Like, damn, like, L driver, sorry. Like, I know that may seem like a dickhead, but like, come on, bro. L driver, serious. Like, why are you acting cool speeding 100 miles an hour? Like, yo, quick interruption. Make sure you like and subscribe the video.
Furious 7 was postponed for 5 months before the crew got together again to finish. The producers needed time to rewrite the script since Paul was only able to film a few of his scenes. To finish the movie, Paul's 2 younger brothers, Cody and Caleb, acted as stand-ins and body doubles for his character. They used a combination of CGI and old movie footage to mask Paul's face onto their bodies. They did a great job considering how difficult and new this technology was. Most Hollywood producers would take advantage of his death and sensationalize it to capitalize on.
I don't think they should have done that. Like if somebody dies, bro, he dies, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I kind of feel like it's kind of disrespectful. That's just me. Everybody has their own opinion. Or just let the man rest, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop making money out of him, you know?
On people's grief. However, the final scene in the movie is a gracious send-off where Brian is playing on the beach with his son. Then Dominic leaves the beach without saying goodbye, only for Brian to catch up to do one last drive with him, in which they finish by heading down separate roads into the sunset. It was a very respectful and emotional way to gracefully conclude Paul's character in the franchise. But the one thing that makes this scene go from choking up to straight bawling your eyes out sad is the song See You Again playing. Atlantic Records got a call from the Fast and Furious producers saying they needed a Paul Walker tribute song for the last scene in the movie. Atlantic told all their songwriters to get to work. Multiple different artists signed to the label submitted their best original pieces, but one stood out, and that one was submitted by Charlie Puth. Charlie Puth went out to LA to pursue his dreams of being a songwriter and producer, but he wasn't just like every other dreamer. Charlie had been making music for 15 years already. His mother taught him how to play the piano when he was 4, and he discovered his ability to sing and play just about any song after hearing it a couple times. Charlie would post his covers and some original songs on his YouTube throughout high school. While attending Berklee College for Music and Engineering, he went viral for winning an online competition for singers hosted by Perez Hilton. This got him featured on Ellen, where he performed an Adele cover, and she signed him to her record label 1111. Bro, Ellen had a record label? By the way, his viral video had less than 1 million views. Could you imagine how many singers Ellen would have to interview and sign today who had around 1 million views? Anyways, it didn't work out for obvious reasons, and he left the label. Unsure of where his career would go from there, he continued the independent grind until 2015. Charlie got signed to
Rock Ellen, that whore! Sorry.
Atlantic Records. Within days of moving to LA, he got the word about the Furious 7 track. Charlie sat at his piano, thinking about his own friend that passed away back in 2012 from a motorcycle accident, thinking about what would Vin Diesel text Paul Walker one last time. 10 minutes went by and he wrote, "It's been a long day without you, my friend.
Take him out,
I'll
mods.
tell you all about it when I see you again." Those exact words in the exact melody, as well as the bridge, were recorded as a demo and sent back to the label. Atlantic is pretty sure Charlie nailed it, but they send the files over to the Fast team to decide which song they like the best. The cool part is, the Furious 7 crew didn't just tell Atlantic they picked Charlie's song. They called him and told him that he needed to see the final clip of the film to write something better. Charlie makes his way over to Universal Studios, watches the tear-jerking last scene while listening to his demo played over it. It was at that moment they told him his demo was the one they wanted, and they wanted him to perform it. You have to remember, Charlie is a songwriter, so he writes music for other people to perform, but the Fast team was insisting on him being the performer. I'd imagine if it was up to Atlantic, they would have sent the song to Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, or one of their other A-list talents to perform. So Atlantic had to use this massive opportunity as a way to promote a new artist to the world. They had an amazing bridge and chorus, but they needed a verse. Wiz Khalifa. In 2014, Wiz was still in the prime of his career. He had just released back-to-back #2 successful albums and had a hot Billboard charting song, We Dem Boys. Remember I mentioned Wiz actually wrote and performed the theme song to Fast 6? Since he already had a relationship with the Fast producers, as well as being a massive star, it only made sense to choose him. Plus, his verse was amazing, and Wiz has always been a positive and friendly guy. Like, he really is perfect for the track. While writing his verse, Wiz again thought about Paul and Vin and what the franchise stood for: brotherhood, family, love, the last ride as a symbolism for death. I know we love to hit the road and laugh. Those were the days. Now I see you in a better place, when brotherhood came first. So remember me when I'm gone, and every road you take will always lead you home. But the one particular line that most likely had the Fast production team stand up and say, "This is it,"
I'll see you again. It's been a long...
was the line, "How could we not talk about family when family's all that we got?"
What? No, it's not. That didn't really stood out for us, brother. Like, give us a... It's been a long day.
I literally thought Wiz took this line from something Dominic said in one of the movies. Wiz perfectly summarized the entire Fast franchise and what they stand for in 2 rap verses. The decision was made. This movie was now dedicated to Paul, this song was dedicated to Paul, and every single Fast fan was eager to see how they handled his passing in the movie. The song was released March 10th, 2015, about a month before the movie came out, which is pretty standard for movie-related music. Furious 7 premiered on April 3rd, 2015, and to no surprise, it is their most successful film to date. $147 million opening weekend and $1.5 billion with a B dollars in worldwide box office. Not bad. 2 days after the film, they released the music video on Wiz Khalifa's YouTube channel, which featured some clips of Paul in it. This racked up a cool 10 million views in 2 days. By the end of the month, it had 135 million views. At one point, it was the most viewed YouTube video in history for just 25 days in 2017. Today, it's definitely in the top 5, sitting at a safe 5.5 billion views.
Holy shit!
10 days after Furious 7 released, See You Again broke the Spotify record at that time for the most streamed song in 24 hours, and for the most streamed song in a week worldwide. 1 month after the film, the song
Those motherfuckers are view-botting. And me not, though.
went number 1
What?
in 94 different countries. It's safe to say people all around the world were remembering Paul through this song. It also spent 12 weeks at number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100, tying Eminem's record for the longest running number 1 rap song. Although it was dedicated to Paul and the Fast franchise, the song acts as a perfect song to remember anyone who's passed. It's a song used at people's weddings. Perfectly vague and beautifully written to uplift and celebrate any situation related to family and friends. It's also made for some pretty good meme content on TikTok, which helped the song go viral again, boosting its sales. A lot of the time, hip-hop artists have to try and make that one pop rap song to boost their sales and increase their reach. Business as usual. This song, on the surface, may seem like just another soulless radio song, but it's anything but that. The song carries the soul and spirit of Paul Walker. Until we see you again.
Alright guys, if you guys are watching this, you know what I'm saying? Click the subscribe button down here. Now to the video to the left, that is a previous video, you might want to check that out. Fire ass shit in there. To the right, you're gonna have to see for yourself. Make sure you sub though, down below. Fizz. I said fizz.